Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. We are on Turnabout Time Traveler, and we are going to trial. This is technically the day 2 of trial. Well, trial 2, because we had the first one in the beginning, did the second investigation, and now we are here. I don't know how this is going to go, because our own person that we are defending is very mad at us at the moment, because we let her know that it's probably impossible that we're not going to try to proceed on our path and to prove the identity of the third party, which is probably going to be Sorin, which is going to implicate him possibly of some things. So she was not happy about that. Let's just put it that way. So I don't know how this is going to go. So the one thing we found out yesterday is that Sorin was there at the crime scene, which honestly is big. Like, it's really big, and I'm worried about this. I only hope I can get some testimony from him that'll get to the heart of the matter. Well, we're gonna have to say, Mr. Wright, how are you today, babe? Are you okay? Good morning, Ellen. Look, I'm afraid you might not like the result of today's trial. Nevertheless, don't tell me you're still thinking of going that route. Sorin is innocent. He can't be found guilty. Take me instead. Ellen, please, try and get a hold of yourself. Ma'am, you really need to pull it together for this, because, if not, we are in so much trouble. I believe in Sorin with all my heart. So how dare you doubt him? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Regardless of which one of them is found guilty today, it's going to be devastating for Ellen, isn't it? I'm afraid so. I think no matter what outcome we have, something bad is going to happen here, or something really unexpected, which I got a couple of ideas, but I don't know if they're just brainworms or what. I can't tell yet. We'll just have to do everything we can. That's the best we can do now, you know? It's really all we have.
The trial's about to begin, Mr. Wright. Okay.
All right, let's go, Maya. Yeah. Maya doesn't seem so sure either. This is not going to be easy, is it? Oh, shit. Well, listen, it's me. I'm putting my crown on my head, and you can't stop me. I am the queen of Ace Attorney, and I am getting through this. I am getting through this no matter what. Listen, I will not let you down, hopefully. Hopefully. Oh, God. Here it comes! I cannot be the queen of the courtroom without my king. Here he is. Let me see him. What's up, Judge? How are you doing? How is your suit? I love it. How's your beard? You doing okay today?
Court is back in session for the trial of Ellen Wyatt.
How have you been? Did you have a good weekend, sir? Not me buttering you up. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Edgeworth, I'm not leaving you out. How you doing? How's your cravat doing today? You look splendid.
Let's see now. Where were we?
I don't know. I don't know. None of us know. We don't know. Edgeworth knows. Oh, it's only yesterday? It feels like 5 million hours have passed.
In yesterday's session, we found out about the Sprocket family conspiracy.
Yeah, we sure did.
To cover up the murder of Dumas Gloomsbury with a second reception.
That's right.
Taking advantage of our collective shock, the defense, as usual, made a nonsensical claim.
Whoa! Wait, you didn't have to call me out immediately. Aw, come on, man.
Namely, that there was a third person present who struck the victim.
Yeah, about
Objection!
I'm shouting at you from the start. No, listen to me. Hey, don't try to make it as if I sound like it made it all up. The defendant herself made a statement about the existence of a third person. And further investigation has only proven her statement to be true.
Then I presume that the defense intends to focus on proving the identity of this third person.
I think that's what we're doing.
Is it all right with you, Mr. Edgeworth?
Wait a minute. You don't have to throw everything by him. Not everything has to get a pass from him. No, it does.
Indeed, Your Honor. In fact, I predict the defense will, most likely, attempt to name Mr. Sorin Sprocket as the true culprit.
Oh. He figured it out, did he? I wonder what he's got up his sleeve. Huh. How did you... He must have talked to Sorin, I guarantee you.
The driver during the accident that killed Mr. Sprocket's sister was the victim.
He knows everything. Oh, did he get it out of Sorin earlier? He might have done. You crafty bitch, Edgeworth. Listen, I'm here for it.
Therefore, Mr. Sprocket had a motive to murder Mr. Gloomsbury. Shouldn't say kill, probably in the courtroom. That's what you plan to assert, is it not, Mr. Wright? Wow, why don't you just take over for me? I can go home. Am I that transparent, girl? You are like, yes. You are like a PNG at this moment. Not one of those fake ones, the real ones. Come now, Mr. Wright, did you really think that the police wouldn't uncover this information? I don't know. Sometimes they're incompetent. Sorry, Emma. I was hoping. Congrats on getting it in one, Mr. Whoa, in one what? Is it supposed to be getting one in? Getting it in one. Wait, I'm sorry, what? That doesn't... Am I stupid? That statement doesn't seem right. Also, it seems sexual, so you know what you must do. Make a joke out of it. What? Who's that?
You're wrong. Sorin didn't do it. He's innocent.
Oh, that's gonna help. Thank you very much. Miss Wyatt, please.
He's innocent, I tell you.
What is this, Mr. Wright? Sir, that is my... This is the person I'm defending. Would you like to take her? Here, she's free. Oh, no. I thought your claim about the existence of a third person came from the defendant. It did. This is just a minor hiccup.
Yeah, girl, you're ruining my fucking case over here.
Did you not discuss your strategy for today with the defendant, Mr. Wright? Starting off on the wrong foot again, seriously cutting into my lifespan. Seriously! It's giving me gray hairs, and I already have enough of those. It would appear the defense is in disarray. Therefore, the best way to clear things up is to ask Mr. Sprocket himself what happened. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call Sorin Sprocket to the stand.
I mean, I assumed that we were gonna obviously talk to him anyway. I'm a little surprised it's this soon, but maybe this is what we have to do.
Very well. Bailiff, please bring in Mr. Sprocket to the witness stand.
I hope he's feeling okay enough to do this. I mean, he literally was stabbed. Like, is he all right? Oh, what's up? Nice shoes. Dang. Did you get those at Payless? Oh, I'm just kidding. There's no more Payless anymore, is there?
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Here we go again. Are you gonna write it down? Oh, he's gonna send it to you by airmail. Here it comes. Catch it, Judge. Boom.
Ow!
Can none of you catch a paper plane? What is wrong with these people? It's not like it's a ball coming at you.
There's something written on this paper airplane. Let's see. Sorin Sprocket, Managing Director of Sprocket Aviation.
Sorry, that's not gonna cut it. It's a court of law. You have to say it.
Mr. Sprocket, please give your answers in words, not paper airplanes.
Yeah, dude, that's not gonna fly here. You have to talk.
Oh, brother.
Okay. So every person we're calling up about this is awful. it's just a circus in some way. Oh, Edgeworth, what do we do? Oh, sure, you have nothing to say about this? You didn't like Ellen's outburst, but you're gonna sit there and let him do this shit and not talk? Okay.
Now then, Mr. Sprocket. And Judge Judy would never. Please tell the doubting lawyer there what really happened at the time of the crime.
Man, you don't have to fucking call me names. It's not appropriate, actually. It's not appropriate. Sir, are you gonna say anything?
Well, Mr. Sprocket, give it to him, Edgeworth. Come on, that's not fair.
Man, we got one that says too much and one that says nothing. But isn't that just always the way, isn't it? Maybe that's by design.
Mr. Sprocket.
See, I'm not the only one out here having troubles. You told me I was in shambles. Look at your shit, man. You ain't no better than me. Oh, sorry, I'm getting all fired up.
All right.
Ugh. See what you... Girl, do you see what I'm saying? I got one of those too. Listen, we should go out for coffee after this. Seriously, this is insane. You want me to talk about what happened when the crime occurred? In other words, after the first wedding reception? When Ellen and I were in the reception hall, right? Yes. Not even the power of the court can stop him from marching to the beat of his own drum. Oh, I can't wait to hear about how this is gonna go. Okay, well I can, but I can't. Right, what Sorin remembers, here we go. I was stabbed by Dumas in the reception hall and I collapsed to the floor. The next thing I saw was Ellen and Dumas on the Vista deck. I knew that Ellen was in danger, so I headed for the Vista deck. But when I got there, Dumas was already... I don't want to believe it, but it must have been Ellen. Nothing else makes sense. He's saying that she did... Bro! That's your wife! Wait, whoa! Wait a minute! Wait just a minute here! You actually think that Miss Wyatt killed the victim? That's right. Dumas was killed by Ellen. Whoa! This is unbelievable! How can you suspect your bride, the woman you love? You have some explaining to do!
Objection!
Sir, he hasn't said anything yet. Calm your roll.
The truth can be cruel.
Yeah, no shit.
Miss Wyatt, you must be very upset. Is there anything you wish to say?
Oh no, oh girl, are you... Oh shit! She's heartbroken. No! That's awful. That's so sad. No, I can't believe this. Sorin? I thought that at least you would believe in me.
The best way now to show your love for your groom is to admit your guilt and try to atone. Man, don't say that shit. Just shut up.
Sorin,
Hold it!
that's terrible.
Mr. Edgeworth, I haven't even cross-examined the witness yet. And quit picking on the clearly distraught.
Really? Yeah, that's so not cool, Mr. Edgeworth.
You tell him, Maya. A court is where we seek the truth. And the truth is unyielding, even to the truly pitiful. And whatever, you could be a little nice about it. Mr. Edgeworth, I find it distasteful to make a lady cry.
Yeah, you tell him, Judgment.
Everyone hates Edgeworth. Get fucked, bitch. Listen, I love Edgeworth, but he was in the wrong. That was wrong.
You too, Your Honor. So what are you gonna do, Nick?
If the third person Ellen saw on the Vista deck was Sorin, then we have to prove Sorin was there at the time of the murder. I don't see any obvious inconsistencies in his testimony, but we have to push forward. I didn't see anything either. All right, well then you know what to do. We're gonna press everything until it makes sense. That's what we do. Until something's obvious or Phoenix gives me the clue himself.
All right, here we go. I was stabbed by Dumas in the reception hall and I collapsed to the floor.
Hold it!
Tell me more about Mr. Dumbass. Please tell me everything you can about when you got stabbed. After the reception, Ellen and I were enjoying a moment alone in the reception hall. Then Dumas appeared and stabbed me. He grabbed Ellen and the timekeeper and left the reception hall.
Okay, so he had the timekeeper with him? Did Mr. Gloomsbury say anything at that time?
I don't remember. After I was stabbed, I was immobilized by the pain.
I see. Okay. Doesn't seem too glaring, does it? But maybe now we know that he took her and that huge thing with him. The next thing I saw was Ellen and Dumas on the Vista deck. How did he see that, though? I know there's windows everywhere. But was he on the floor or did he get up? Like, was it floor-to-ceiling windows? Could he really have seen all that way?
The Vista deck, huh?
But it was nighttime then. Could you really see them in the darkness? Oh shit, that too. You know what? That totally... I didn't even think about that.
The moon was out. I could see them clearly. From the looks of it, Dumas was trying to push Ellen and the timekeeper off the side.
But he just sat there while that was happening? So you saw the defendant about to be thrown off the airship, you say?
That's right.
In such a desperate situation, it would only be natural for her to fight for her life. And the murder weapon was right there within her grasp.
Oh, great.
This isn't going well at all. I gotta do something fast.
Yeah, but where? I knew Ellen was in danger, so I headed to the Vista deck.
But it didn't seem to be going too quickly. I don't know, it just doesn't seem like it's worded that way. I understand that your bride was in danger, but were you really able to move with a stab wound to the gut? Exactly, that's what I'm saying. What, did he crawl over there?
I was desperately trying to push the pain out of my mind.
I see. So adrenaline kicked in and gave you strength, is that right? I don't see much of anything in this statement I can refute.
I guess. That's right. I almost passed out several times as I made my way to the Vista deck. Right, okay. But when I got there, Dumas was already...
Hold it!
Okay. Tell me about that. Are you absolutely sure, Mr. Sprocket, that by the time you got to the Vista deck, the murder had already been committed? Yes. But the Vista deck is just on the other side of the glass windows in the reception hall. Shouldn't you have been able to get there right away? Wait, you can't just walk out there though, can you? Don't you have to take a lift over there or something? There isn't a door, I don't think. Well, maybe I'm wrong though. I might be wrong. I think it's just windows. Didn't we go over that at some point?
Mr. Wright, have you investigated nothing?
No, I've investigated your pants.
The only way to the Vista deck is to go to the hold and take the lift.
Oh, I see. Yes, okay. So I'm right, the hall doesn't have a door, which is a really weird design, by the way. So he would have to go down that lift and up there, so he'd go into the hold. Is that the only way? It looks like it, doesn't it?
No matter how much one hurries, it would take at least 10 minutes.
That's unhelpful. But Sorin had to have gotten there before the murder, or my claim won't stand. Do you have any ideas for me, Maya? Huh. Well, it's definitely easier to prove that someone did go to the hold than not.
It's easier. How? Explain how. Money can be used for goods and services.
I mean, you can't leave anything if you don't go someplace, right? Can't leave anything.
Huh? Hold on.
What do we have? Do we have something that shows who was there? Photo of hold autopsy report. The hold entry record. Oh! Yo, look at the... He's not even in here. Okay, hang on. Wait a minute. I think Maya's onto something here. That might be it. The lack of a certain something actually proves that Sorin didn't go to the hold. That's what we need.
What's the matter? You stumped already?
Don't worry about what I'm doing. No, I'm far from stumped, Mr. Edgeworth.
Pegged, on the other hand... Wait, what?
I know for a fact that Mr. Sprocket didn't go to the hold.
You and your paper-thin bluffs. Mr. Sprocket's blood stain on the lift proves that he went through the hold. So what possible proof could you have that he did not, in fact, go through there?
That is true. His blood is there. It looks bad, right? You want proof? You got it. I'm assuming we just show that, though. You can do it, Phoenix. There's got to be proof that Sorin didn't go through the hold. That's got to be it.
Well, Mr. Wright?
This proves that Mr. Sprocket didn't go through the hold. Show them this thing.
Take that!
Okay. The music didn't stop, but sometimes it doesn't. As anyone can see from the hold entry record, there's absolutely no mention of Sorin Sprocket entering the hold. Oh, what are you gonna do now? The defense asserts that Mr. Sprocket used a different route to get to the Vista deck.
You can assert all you want, Mr. Wright.
You can ass all you want, Mr. Wright. Someone's gonna send that to me, I know it.
But can you actually prove another route exists?
Can I prove the existence of another route to the Vista deck, you ask? Wait a minute. Do we have proof? Do we? Hold on. What do we know? Sweetheart table. Wait, you know what we could do? Oh, wait, but how? Remember when we were investigating last time? There was a door on the side, and the maid said, don't go out there. It's like you'll fall. Like it's outside. But if you're gonna fall immediately outside, could he have used that? That's the only thing we have, though, isn't it? Hang on, though. That might be it. There's no way a lantern or anything got out there, because we would have known that. Can you see it in any of the photos, by the way? No, that's the hold itself. Oh, y'all, I don't know. You know what? It's the only thing I have, though. Can we try? I can and see what happens. It's not a thing that takes away a point. So let's see. I can prove it.
It's just a bluff. I have to present something. Anything that could prove the existence of a faster route to the Vista deck. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Show us how Mr. Sprocket got to the Vista deck.
Oh, okay, this is what we need. Mr. Sprocket made for the Vista deck through here.
The Pegable lantern. No, this thing. This is the thing, right? That she told me to not go near.
Take that!
I hope I was on it. I wasn't actually on it. To save his bride from danger, Mr. Sprocket.
Look at that. Opened the escape hatch and made his way alongside the outside wall to the Vista deck.
Isn't that right, Mr. Sprocket?
Did you? Well, if you did that, you're very heroic, I must say. Right, because it goes into nothing.
That would certainly be a much faster route than the Vista deck.
Objection!
Or to the Vista deck is probably what he said. What's wrong, Edgeworth? Ugh, I'm disappointed, Mr. Wright. Is that really the best you could muster?
What's wrong with it? Wait, no, excuse me. There's nothing wrong with it.
That escape hatch is not meant to be used to get to the reception hall to the Vista deck. One slip, and that's all it would take for Mr. Sprocket to plunge to his death.
Yeah, I realize that, but this was a matter of life and death anyway.
I have to agree, the defense's claim is really stretching. Man, I've seen that happen on like 5 Sherlock Holmes movies, and that man lived, alright? Like, come on, man, haven't you ever seen anything? I understand how it sounds, Your Honor. But at this point, it's too early to definitively say that he didn't go that way. So that's what you're going with then, I take it?
That's what I'm going with. You better like it.
This is all I have, as usual. Of course, Your Honor. This is real life, Mr. Wright, not some cinematic drivel or comic book. Listen, but have you seen that Sherlock Holmes movie? Have you seen the one where he gets on the train and he's outside the train and he's holding on to like nothing for dear life while the train's rocketing through the tunnel? I've seen it. I don't remember what the name of the movie was. I do.
Are you sure, Nick?
No. Uh-oh. Kinda? Great. Actually, I have nothing. So I'll just have to wing it somehow. Listen, that's what we do here. We wing it. That's what I do. I'm still the queen of Ace Attorney, and I wing it. On what do you base your theory that Mr. Sprocket made his way along the outside?
My theory is that he was able to go along the outside wall despite the danger is based on, the power of love!
That's the power of love. I'm picking it because Back to the Future you got to, but also he doesn't need those other two things. He doesn't have those other two. He doesn't need money from her. And he doesn't have the authority, really. He kind of just, he has authority, but he's not that kind of person. To save the bride he loves, the groom risked his life and rushed to her side. I can't believe that was actually, is this really what we're going to use in court, though? The power of love? I'm not so sure about this. I don't know. Mr. Sprocket was able to make it to the Vista deck despite the danger. Because of the power of love. Doom, doom, boom, doom, boom, boom. Power of love is a curious thing. Make a one man weak, make another man sing. Come on, Judge, sing it. Change your heart. Okay. That love is a source of strength that can help one overcome any obstacle.
Yeah, haven't you seen Back to the Future?
I think I can relate, thanks to my own long, happy marriage.
Aw, that's so cute, Judge. Of course someone's happily married to you. You're a great guy.
Wow, he actually seems to be buying it. Edgeworth ain't gonna buy it. He doesn't know shit about love.
Objection!
Here it comes. Oh no, Mr. Anti-Love, the Grinch over here. A power of love, you say? Come on, Edgeworth, you could have that too if you just go out on a date with me. That kind of illogical argument is hardly viable in a court of law. I don't know.
Judge Judy might have accepted that. I don't know, maybe.
What do we think? Would Judge Judy have accepted that? I think yes. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor? I'm afraid not, Mr. Edgeworth. You should never underestimate the power of love.
Yeah! Hell yeah! Suck on your own humanity, Edgeworth. Get fucked.
You'll understand one day when you get met, which I won't.
Why not? Maybe you need to be a little less crabby about it. I mean, you are hot, which is like 90% of it for you, right? But come on, man. Open your heart a little bit. You could find it. I'm just saying. Be ladies lined up forever.
Exactly what is so wrong with wishing to remain unwed?
Nothing. You fine, girl.
Way to set him off, Your Honor. Oh, he's mad now. Never mind all this unscientific nonsense. Are you aware, Mr. Wright, that at the time of the crime...
Oh, of course. I mean, I was worried about this too. Like, if it's in the air, it is a dangerous situation, isn't it?
There was a huge propeller turning at full speed between the hatch and the vista deck. Even if a person were to go outside through the hatch... Oh no! They'd be blown away in an instant. I don't know, I saw that Marvel movie, Captain America wasn't blown away. So, where does your power of love get you now, Mr. Wright? A huge spinning propeller, you say? In that case, I have to admit that it does seem impossible. That's the power! Oh no, shit! I should have known. Guys, love died. Love is dead.
Nick, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. What do you mean? She ain't looking. She's banging on pots and pans over there. She's fine. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
Aw, girl, you right.
Right?
Come on, Phoenix, that's right. Yeah. I feel like I just saw Mia looking out at me through Maya's eyes.
Oh, that's sweet, Phoenix.
Oh, I miss Mia.
What's wrong, Nick? Why are you gaping at me like a giant sunfish?
Thank you, Maya. You just helped me remember something really important.
There it is. That's the fearless smile I was looking for. Now give us a mind-blowing theory, just like you always do.
Or a bluff, you mean? I got you. My best bluff. Here it comes. I have to turn my thinking around. Instead of wondering how Sorin could have moved past the huge propeller, I have to think about what would have made it possible for him to do so. He's Captain America, clearly. Your Honor, Mr. Wright only makes that ridiculous face when his back is pressed against the wall. Oh, shit! You would know! And you know what I'm saying! Like last night, right, Edgeworth? Hey! Therefore, please do hurry in something. Sorry, I was laughing at my own sexual joke, which is never funny, by the way, but, you know, it is to me because I'm 12. Mr. Edgeworth, it's still far too early to discount my theory. What are you talking about? The airship's large spinning propellers have already shredded it to pieces. But if we think a little more outside the box, I'm sure we can find a way he could have made it. Stop trying to stall, Mr. Wright, and show us how it could have even been remotely possible, if at all. I must agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Very well, Your Honor. There must have been a way. Some way that Sorin could have moved along the wall in spite of the propeller. Oh, now then, Mr. Wright. What specifically would have made it possible?
This is how it would have been possible for Mr. Sprocket to get to the Vista deck. He got there some other way. The airship wasn't...
Wait a minute. I didn't even think.
Wait, hang on, though. If we use that second one, what does it mean?
What does it mean? What does it mean? Think about this, too. Oh, wait a minute. What do we have that could help this? Okay. What do we have that could help this? Do we have anything? Larry's drawing. He probably mistook something for what claims to be a pterodactyl in the picture. What else looks like a pterodactyl? Do we know? What if it's not flying and Larry looked out the window? What could we compare that to? What could we compare that to? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't believe it's 1 or 3, honestly. I believe it's 2, but the problem is I'm not exactly sure how. Maybe the game will guide me. Let's find out. Or I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. What allowed Mr. Sprocket to go along the outside wall in spite of the propellers? Although we clearly saw them in the movie and it looked like the ship was moving, didn't it? I don't know if that's like something you're supposed to take as canon, because, you know, you're technically not there actually seeing what happened when they show the intro movie. I never can tell if that's supposed to be like, you're supposed to take that as absolute fact.
is the location of the flying chapel at the time of the crime.
The location of the flying chapel? But wasn't it flying high in the sky?
No, Your Honor, I'm afraid it wasn't.
What? Then where was it?
At the time of the murder, the airship wasn't flying through the sky, but moored to the ground.
What?
And if the airship wasn't flying, then that means he could have just sneaked by. The propellers weren't turning. Oh, you are sweating. I must be onto something. Girl, you clicked that pen. I used to do that in school all the time. Nervous habit, I think. In which case, Mr. Sprocket could have gotten to the Vista deck along the outside wall. Isn't that right, Mr. Sprocket? What? Oh shit, you okay? Do not poop in here. Oh no, your thumb, you hurt it. Oh dear. I don't remember. Ow. He stabbed himself with his pencil. That's gonna leave a mark. Oh, it's one of those mechanical pencils. Okay, now you got lead in your finger. Oh jeez.
Even if the propellers weren't turning, it would have been too far risky to go that way.
Ah, but Mr. Edgeworth, you're forgetting about the power of love. I cannot believe that this is a manner. This is the argument. This is insane.
Yes, the amazing power of love.
All this again. I feel for you, Edgeworth, I really do. This is silly.
Very well, for sake of argument, let's assume that the so-called power of love made it possible for Mr. Sprocket to move along the outside wall of the airship. Can you prove that the airship was tied to the ground as you claim, Mr. Wright?
Here's the part I was worried about. Can we? I don't have any evidence that proves where the airship was at the time. What are we gonna do then?
You can prove it, can't you?
Can you think of anything we can use to prove it? Well, I can't say I can. Wait! Didn't somebody see something outside a window at the time of the crime?
Yeah, but what is that supposed to be?
I think I remember someone saying as much.
Do I have a piece of evidence that shows what was outside the airship? Well, what are you waiting for?
Give me a minute, I'm thinking. This piece of evidence shows what was outside the airship at the time. Now, it's gotta be Larry's drawing, because what else do we even have that shows anything? Oh, I went past it, might be. This, right?
Take that!
What is that thing? We know it's not a damn dinosaur, but, I mean, we've already proven that it's something else, but what? And how did I miss it? This piece of evidence shows what was outside the airship at the time of the murder.
What kind of lousy drawing is that?
It's a drawing made by Larry Butts.
And what can you prove with that poor attempt at artistry?
Listen, he's no Picasso, but don't be rude. It's not that bad. I actually think he's improved. Larry made this drawing before he switched the lanterns, so it must have been right around when the murder was being committed. Now, if I could direct the court's attention here.
Is that a pterodactyl? Does that mean that the airship actually went back in time to the Cretaceous period?
Objection!
We've already proven that time travel is nothing more than a gimmick, did we not?
We did, and I have no intention of bringing up that argument again. No, we're still on the power of love argument. It's much better. But this drawing shows us an important piece of information. It shows us that the airship was actually moored on the ground.
And what makes you so sure?
That's easy. All you have to do is consider who made this drawing. I don't really want to consider it, but here we are. Considering. Consider it, Edgeworth. Consider it with everything you have.
Larry.
That's right. It was Mr. Butts, and we both know what he's like. He must have seen something else and mistaken it for a pterodactyl.
I can't argue with you there.
Who's holding it? Where are we holding? Hey! Wait just one doggone second here. What kind of moron do you guys take me for? I saw it with my own eyes. A pterodactyl flew right by the window, I tell ya. I have the sharp eyes of an artist. Don't you believe me?
No? Same. No! Wait, Phoenix, you should also say no. Oh, man. Nick! Nope. Oh, that's great when we agree. Isn't it, Edgeworth? That's the power of some friends you guys are. What about the judge? You believe me, right, Your Honor? Say no. Oh, Judge, you one of us, boy. Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you need to leave the courtroom. Oh, shit, get him out of here. That is exactly what Judge Judy would do. Hell, she would look at him and be like, get him out of here. Come on, buddy, let's go. Why doesn't anybody believe me? Bye. Oh, shit, even he got thrown out. That's amazing to me. This is just like Judge Judy now. Don't take it personally, Larry. I know you're just being, well, you. Now then, so you're saying that what Mr. Butts really saw bears some relation to what was outside the airship at the time of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. At least I think it does. What this pterodactyl really is will prove the airship was anchored at the mooring dock. It had better anyway. If it doesn't, my whole argument is a bust. If you're that confident about it, then please go ahead and tell us what it really was. What is it, though? That's the thing I don't know. Am I supposed to? Yes, Your Honor. Wait, but where? Think, Phoenix. What could that pterodactyl have actually been? Okay, so we have to find it in this picture. That shouldn't be too hard. Oh, wait a minute. Doesn't this look like it here? It's purple and all, and it's got some of the pattern of the wings, doesn't it? And they said that this sign was broken from high winds. Oh, golly, I wonder if it's this thing. Yeah, let's try that. Look at this sign. At the sign? It appears to have been broken and then repaired. But what does this sign have to do with the pterodactyl? Please focus on this part of the sign. Look at that. There it is. The part that broke off and got reattached? What about it? How about if we turn it like this? Look at that. Oh, that shape. It is the pterodactyl in the drawing. What Mr. Butts actually saw was this chunk as it was being blown through the air by wind. What? Oh, shit. Well, there you go. How did we get to that? I don't even know. On the day of the murder, there were some heavy winds in the area of the mooring dock. But it's hard to imagine that this sign would make it up as high as an airship would fly. That means that the flying chapel must have been anchored at the mooring dock that night. Isn't that right, Mr. Sprocket? You're gonna hurt your thumb again, sir.
Objection!
What now? What is the problem? You got something up your sleeve again? That's more than enough of this power of love nonsense, you pop culture junkie. Listen, you should watch Back to the Future. It might help you out. It's good. Present all the proof you want, but your argument is based far too much in conjecture. Why don't we return to reality now? What do you mean, too much conjecture? Even if the airship wasn't flying, that alone doesn't prove the witness went along the wall. True. Even now, it's no more than a possibility. Then how do you propose Mr. Sprocket got to the Vista deck, Mr. Edgeworth? I noticed something as I went over the evidence. Please look at this hold entry record. What about it? Uh-oh, I was worried about this. I don't see Mr. Sprocket listed on here anywhere, but remember, Ellen lost her card. What if he used that one? That's what I'm worried about now. Uh-oh. I had a moment of thinking of that when we first looked. Don't you remember? In yesterday's session, we had a very similar kind of argument. Did we? Honestly, Mr. Wright, are you going senile already? We talked about Larry Butts using the defendant's key card to enter the hold. Oh, we did talk about that, didn't we? Yep. In other words, even if a person's name isn't on the entry record, it's still possible for that person to have entered by using someone else's card. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Shit. Mr. Sprocket, you entered the hold with Mr. Nickety, didn't you? Did you? Because it doesn't look so like you're ready to fess. I did. Wait, I don't know. I think he's being coerced to say that. What? Why didn't you tell us that in the first place? Pierce is indispensable. I didn't want to mention him unnecessarily and risk having him wrongly accused. I couldn't do without him.
Oh, you're in love with him, are you? I get it, he's handsome.
Mr. Sprocket, I asked that you testify in greater detail about your movements that night. Whoa, I don't want to hear nothing about that. I don't want to hear about his movements, if you get what I'm saying. How I pooped. Listen, Sorin, everyone poops. We're going to have to hear about that in the next episode. I can't fucking wait. Guys, this trial's going to be something. I can already tell. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button. It really helps me, and I really appreciate it. I'm having so much fun with this, and I hope you guys really are too. Thank you so much for all the support in the comments as well. You guys are the best. I will see you soon in the next episode, and hopefully, everyone get ready to hear about movements. Well, I can't wait. See you guys soon. Toodaloo.